Hello, Keystone community. My name is Mrs. Sumulong, and I am a teacher in our middle and high school social studies department. Today I'm going to read you a very fun story about a very curious monkey named George. Have you ever been to an amusement park before? That's where George is going today in our story. Let's see where his curiosity takes him. Our book is called Curious George and the Roller Coaster. George woke his friend up early. Today was a special day. They were going to Zany Island. George was curious about riding the roller coaster. It was called the Turbo Python 3000. It looked scary and fun. Betsy and Steve had ridden it 9 times. They invited George to ride with them, but there was a problem. George was too short. Oh no. The man at the gate said George needed to be 5 candy strings tall to ride. George was only 4. How could George grow 1 candy string in a day? Maybe he could eat leaves like a giraffe. Giraffes are tall. Yuck! The leaves tasted bad. George took a bite of his candy string. Candy tasted better. What else could he do to grow? George thought exercising might help. He lifted a heavy bar. Then George measured himself. He was now 4½ strings tall. George wondered if stretching would make him grow. He tried it. By this time, George was very tired. He nibbled on his candy some more. George saw a mother and a baby. The mother told the baby that sleep would help him grow. So George took a nap too. When he woke, he measured again. Hooray! He was finally 5 candy strings tall. But the sign said he was still too short to ride. How could that be? Have you been biting your candy strings, George? The man with the yellow hat asked. George nodded. Yes. When the candy strings were longer, it took 4 of them to measure you, the man explained. Now that the candy strings are shorter, it takes more of them to measure you, 5. But you did not grow. George was so disappointed. Captain Zany, the park owner, walked by. When he heard about George's problem, he smiled. Since monkeys don't grow very tall, we have a special sign for them. Look at the special sign. What do you think this means? Uh-oh. Was George tall enough to ride now? You bet he was. How exciting. Look at how excited he is with his friend, the man with the yellow hat, and his friends from down the street, Betsy and Steve, riding the Turbo Python 3000. If you go to an amusement park this year and you want to share any pictures, you can send them to your teacher so we can see how much fun you had at your amusement park and the rides that you get to go on. Thank you so much for being here and listening to our book this evening. We hope you have a great rest of your day and look forward to seeing you again at another one of our book readings. Take care, Keystone community.